Hello? Hello, friends. Oh, Sam was messing around and messed it up this morning. Give me 1 second. Hello? Hello! Yahoo! Okay. Yeah, when I unmuted it, it went weird. But welcome in. Thanks for the help. And welcome in. We got Nike in here first in. Hi, Flower. Good to see you. Eric, Mickey, Titan, White Dove, you're early today. Nice. The air quality, it's okay. It's okay. It's actually been pretty clear compared to the last couple weeks. I think we've been lucky. No, it looks a little bit hazy today, but yeah, much, much better than the previous weeks. And yeah, Mickey, how are you doing? You staying cool over there? 30 degrees. Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that. That is unfortunate. That's really warm. I think today is only supposed to be like 25. That's how it was yesterday too. It was really nice cooking outside. Yeah. 23. It's even cooler than yesterday. Wahoo! Yeah, it's so nice out here, Flower. I'm loving it. Other than that, yeah, hope everyone is good. I'm feeling, I don't know. I got a little bit of like a headache right here. So not 100%, that's for sure. But luckily, Sunday streams are nice and easy and quick. So just something to inspire you guys to maybe cook something throughout the week on our days off. It's gonna be really yummy, and obviously summertime, we should be grilling, right? So doing some beef kebabs. We'll cook on the egg today over charcoal. Will be really yummy. You know the type. I think we'll still put the kebabs through the top of the egg because that's really fun to do. I'll show you the skewers really quick. We've used them before on stream. We've modified them just a touch. So that's what the top of it looks like. That to focus if possible. No, okay, cool. But yeah, this is the skewer. We're gonna load it up to probably there, and then the rest, I mean, we have to leave space for attaching it onto the egg. I think there is 10 or 12 of them in here, and we got a nice big chuck roast to dice up for that. I've also linked a couple of awesome recipes. The first one there is for the kebabs, how to marinate them up, from one of my favorite food bloggers, Recipe Tin Eats. And then I also linked a salad recipe kind of for inspiration. We're not following the salad recipe to the T today, is we're gonna switch it up just a little bit. I think everyone here doesn't really love iceberg lettuce, so we're gonna do a mixture of farmer's market greens and a touch of spinach in there. Make our own dressing. It's gonna be delish. Thunderstorms on the way there. Well, hopefully it cools down though, right? Titan, the roasted chicken you're eating is dry. Did you cook it though? That's what I want to know. Did you cook it and make it dry, or did somebody else do that? Because we taught Vion yesterday how to cook an amazing roasted chicken. The video he posted in Discord is insane looking. So nom. Okay, so let's go over our recipes. See what we need to put on the list today. Yeah, that's what they've been saying, haven't they? Is that first heat wave that we had the end of June, beginning of July. That's not going to be the only one. Nuts though. Oh, if mom cooked it, then that's okay, right, Titan? Can't really complain at that point. Good morning, Kanara. Good to see you. Yeah, hope you have a good Sunday as well. Thanks so much for stopping by. Also, how did your hanger steaks turn out? Okay, so let's get into it. First things first, what's up, Sama? Yeah. No, I solved my own problem.
Was it in the barbecue box?
Yeah, it was. Here you go, flour. There's just no S on the command. The skirt steaks the hanger steaks turned out great. Totally different flavor and texture than flank and skirt. They're better, hey? I would say the hanger steak is the better cut of those three. Okay, so this is what Nagi says about the recipe that we're gonna use today. So she says, colorful and juicy. These beef kebabs are made using marinated steak pieces. We're using beef chuck today to infuse extra flavor and tenderize. Says she's used peppers, red onion, and mushroom in her recipe. But there's also a plethora of other vegetables that you could use. I do have a pepper in the fridge. I'll probably stick that on this skewer just to use it up. I really do love grilled peppers, especially putting it on with beef on there. The meat juices kind of season it up as well. So nom. Hey, Go Blazes. I'm doing really good. And thank you so much for sharing that. I'm happy you enjoy the channel. Yeah, things are good today. It's also my Friday. So I usually find that like my Friday of the week, a little bit more low energy, right? Because we've been pumping all throughout the first part of the week. Now it's time to chill out a bit. Oh, thanks, Kanara. Let me ask real quick. I forget what the blue flowers are called. Do you remember what the blue flowers are called? Monk's head? Monk's hood. Monk's hood. If you look it up, maybe we're correct, maybe we're not. And oh my gosh. Okay, so if you're loving the flowers, I need to show you. We did a little bit of bee learning this morning. So there was the most adorable bumblebee in there, and he keeps coming back. Oh, okay. I'll switch it to the other view. It'll work better. It was so cute, though. Okay, I'll replay. And so those flowers have just been like buzzing the last week. But such a big bumblebee. And I found out it's called the Morrison bumblebee, and they're actually under conservation right now. They're only on like the western side of North America. And well, we know what's happening to the bees, right? So I was really happy to see that guy though. The fat bottom, isn't it so cute? Yeah, thick bee. We were correct, JK. Nice. Good job, Rando. And welcome in, JK. Hope you're doing good, as well as Relic. Hello. Good to see you. Okay, back to the recipe. So Nagi says, I don't know if it's normal to marinate beef for kebabs, but the reason why she does is because she reserves the premium beef cuts for using for steaks or roasting to medium rare, stuff like that for special occasions, right? A little bit more expensive, you save it for a more special meal. So we can use better value beef cuts for kebabs. And as a consequence, I've always marinated them to help tenderize, add juiciness, and obviously it adds some flavor too, right? She says, I don't mean to talk down beef kebabs because they're fabulously Moorish. And if your budget stretches to using a $50 per kilo beef fillet to make kebabs for a backyard Barbie, I want your life. Isn't that the truth? So one thing that I read up, JK, is there's actually no real natural predators to the bumblebees. It is the only thing that has decreased their population in, I'd say probably the last 10 years or so, is all done by us. It's all really on our plate. So yeah, I think the more we learn, the more we can help them out as well. And Titan, yeah, speaking of bees, so Titan has, how many hives do you have now, Titan? Honeybees are doing fine. However, the wasp that attacked you yesterday had an unfortunate accident last night. No survivors. That's good. You love the salad recipe, Flower? Salad for dinner tonight. It looked so good and fresh. I just couldn't not make it. 16 hives. Thank you so much for your service. I know I always say that, Titan, but like, not everyone is able to do 16 hives, right? Like Rando said, he would totally get some too. Be awesome. Okay, so the beef kebab marinade, carrying on here. So she says, the marinade I use for beef kebabs is my everyday steak marinade. It's savory with a hint of sweet and made with pantry essentials. So soy sauce, balsamic vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, pepper, and oil. So pretty basic, right? And the rest of the flavor comes from the charcoal when we grill it up. And she says, yes, you read that right. Soy sauce is in the marinade, and no, it doesn't make it taste Asian-y in the slightest. It's basically the brine for the marinade, making it ultra juicy. So numb. Yeah, kebab hype. How have you been, Aisha? Good to see you. So the art of kebab threading. I think this is an important one. Sometimes people make kebabs and they're like, honestly, it didn't really turn out that good. So why don't we learn how to like perfectly layer our kebabs or thread them up, they said. Really cute little chickadee behind distracting. Bird distractions. And hi, Thrash. How are you? Good to see you. Are you on your lunch break? So number one, art of kebab threading. Don't smush everything together tightly. Thread pretty loosely so some heat can get in between the stuff that you're grilling. It helps cook the vegetables more evenly as well, which is a big one, right? You don't want crunchy veggies. And yeah, rather than just having the charred edges and then raw in the middle. So make sure you let enough space in between your pieces of whatever you do. And you can do veggie kebabs as well, just by themselves, so that everything can cook perfectly. Next one, she says, cut your veggies so they're the same size as the meat to encourage even cooking. And then number three, she says, put 2 pieces of veggies in between each piece of beef. It just makes the beef go further so you get more kebabs, right? Putting veg and meat on it together. I don't know if we'll follow that today, but we'll do some peppers in with the beef because I really like grilled peppers. Okay, so scrolling down. First thing that we gotta do, so I'll just write kebab on my list. We'll do first things first, we have to dice the meat. So dice beef into nice bite-sized pieces. I'll probably do, maybe not 2-inch, like 1.5-inch cubes. That should be pretty good. Oh, nice, Rash. It's your day off today and your husband's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your hubby. Thanks for sharing. Going to a barbecue later and a swim. Hope you enjoy the day. I do love crunchy veggies, JK Fighter, but we don't want like raw veggies with the perfectly cooked beef, right? Especially if it touched the raw meat. Not the best for food sanitation. Okay, so after we dice up our beef, we'll make up the marinade. And then we'll let that stuff sit. I would say at least an hour, no more than overnight. If you let stuff like this marinade go more than overnight, it might make the meat a bit too salty and it could also start to break it down. So minimum 1 hour up to 12. And good afternoon, FCB. How are you today? So notice that we marinate bulk. And then after it's been marinated, then we can skewer. So I'll just do skewer next and then grill. Show you guys how to set up the grill. We'll be going directly over charcoal, which means it will be a nice quick heat up, probably about 20 minutes or so. Really, really quick. So that's why we want to have all of our salad stuff ready so that we just focus on cooking the kebabs so that they're perfect. You're doing all right. That's good to hear. slowly on the mend, I'm sure. And then the last thing I want to add for the kebab is just the peppers. And I mean, I can probably throw the pepper pieces in with the beef to marinate. I think it would soak it up a little bit, hey? Hi, Hippie. How are you doing? Yeah, save those recipes, friends. And they're also already in Discord, too. You don't want to keep bookmarking them. Okay, going over to the salad recipe now. So the recipe I linked is a bit different than what we're going to do. So iceberg wedge salad with creamy avocado dressing, bacon and tomato croutons. It sounds so, so good. Like tomato croutons. I was really intrigued by that. But what we're going to do, so we have our greens. We got some farmer's market greens and just some spinach. I'm not going to do avocado in the dressing. I'm going to just dice that up, leave it on the side, and we're going to do a homemade creamy cucumber and herb dressing instead. I'm doing all right, Hippie. Yeah, it's my Friday, a little bit lower energy today. That's why I always kind of plan our Sunday streams to be quick and easy. Need to rest up. I'm feeling it. Could have also been a little bit residual symptoms just from our second dose earlier this week. Okay, so going along in our salad, so I'll write avo and tomato. I also put carrots. I have some nice farmer's market baby carrots, like the size of my pinky. Dice those or slice them up really thin, and then our dressing. Easy peasy. That's it, friendos. 2 components on the plate today. I think it'll go pretty easy. How was the second dose? It was okay. I got a little bit more hit than the first dose. Like first dose, didn't really have anything, not even a sore arm, but this time sore arm and like quite tired and brain fuzz is how people have been describing it, which is totally how I felt. Hi, Tom. I did my braids today. Yeah, this is the maximum of my abilities. And hi, Master of Splits. How are you? Making quinoa skillet bread today. What? Are you in our Discord, Flower? I can't recall. I would love to see a photo of how that turned out. Quinoa skillet bread. Is that right, doggo? It was the Pfizer. Yeah, we got both doses of Pfizer. What the government's given us here. And hi, Mish. Yours was horrid, JK. Had to pretend that you're okay because you live with vaccine not likers. Oh man, that's unfortunate. So yeah, that's why we ended up not being around on stream on Thursday because we got the second dose Wednesday. I think that, yeah, we could have gotten it a lot worse than what we did. So, woohoo. Okay, I am going to go grab the beef. We can start dicing that up, putting it in a container. I got my big cutting board ready here for us to use, and away we go. Yeah, Joe Forte's rooftop patio, man. Total Sunday thing for sure. Yeah, we did that quite a few times. The good old days. Okay, hold tight. I want to grab the boof. It's a little bit juicy. Exactly, FCB. But the symptoms are very minor compared to actually having COVID. Like you did, and some other people that watched the stream also had it, or even their family members. So yeah, we'll take it, right? Michael G, welcome. How are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna use, I think, just my boning knife to get into here. I'll switch up the view real quick. And then also just grab this container for marinating, I think. That will work good. You've had the 2 jabs now as well, Mickey. That's good. It's a good feeling, isn't it? You just feel a bit more protected. So you can see the color of this. Because I did backpack it the other day, but I don't know what happened is some air got into there. But yeah, just looking at the cut in its whole form, there's such good marbling in the beef chuck roast. Yum, smells so good. Just like this already. Okay, just gonna go get rid of this right now. Otherwise, the flies will be like, is this for me? Yeah, you gotta protect it. Oh. It's okay. That's okay. Okie dokes. So what did I say? 1.5-inch cubes will be perfect for this. I think first thing we'll do is just cut strips this way. Also turn this over and just make sure that there's nothing that we gotta clean off first. Let's come on in as well. Move that up a bit more. I think that'll be perfect. Yeah, Astra. Hey, poo. Go up there in bed. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. What should you cook that food today? What do you mean, Micah? Like, how are we cooking the food? We're gonna be cooking it on the grill. And can people eat raw beef? 100%. Just, it has to be as fresh as possible, right, JK? But it is a thing. Like, beef tartare is really yummy. Okay, so that's all good here, I think. I'll break down with cooking. This is a pretty fatty piece here. I might clean that out just a touch. Could be yummy though to keep that on, right? And then this. So this is where I know I gotta clean a little bit more. That's some silver skin there. And then this is also the same beef that we used last week. It was last week, right? That we did the smash burgers. Fresh ground from this. Wow, flour. I can kind of believe that, right? Like, they don't really know what happens. So underneath this fat here, the silver skin continues. So I think I'm just going to start here and then work my way towards that way. But it seems like this is kind of all we have to clean. Oh. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Probably just take off this whole piece. And as you can see, beef, when we clean it, the muscles really have this distinct separation. And like just pull them apart. It's really satisfying too. There we go. Should be able to clean that up and use all this good meat on the inside. Almost like want to clean this like a fish. The way that the silver skin is. I'm going to try that. I'm going to kind of cut through there until we reach the silver. And take my boning knife. Just slide it along the bottom. Usually if you keep it taut, it'll just slide right off. That was a good start. Because yeah, you totally don't want to eat that. It's not going to break down even when you cook it. Just don't go on Facebook. Facts from Torino. How are you doing today, dude? Okay, a little bit more on the side here, but that worked pretty good. Going shopping sounds good, Flower. Hope you have a safe trip and find everything that you need. So this is all good fat. We don't have to clean that off. We just have to clean off the rest of the silver skin from the other side here. I'm gonna Or I'm gonna try and do the same thing that I did on the other side. Beside your knife, go right along. That worked-ish. That worked pretty good. You'd rather not say, Tareen? Okay, that is fine. Each their own. And friendos, thank you, FCB, for that. Cheering already. 1,000 biddies going towards the food truck fund. Hope you know how much you're appreciated for that. And I honestly cannot wait to cook you something one day. Oh, we got a sneaky Sammy rolling through. Okay, just gonna trim off that last piece. And then I think we're gonna try and dice it up. There's not really much that's gonna happen here. I think what we'll do, we'll kind of cut it up there. And then I'll just fold it over to put it onto the skewer so that it's like a similar size as the rest of the meat that we want to cut up. That seem too big? I think if I cut it into 3, it'll be too small. Like more meaty skewer. So let's try this. Down the center. Cut that into thirds. Because you also have to remember that when we go to cook this later, it is going to shrink a little bit. So allow for the shrinkage. That looks nummy, right? Okay, that's the start. Meat. Hi, Lazy. How are you? No potatoes today. We're going starchless today because we want to have a couple beers later. I put some beers in the fridge. A cranberry sour. Okay, so that was the start of the cleaning. This definitely has to come off. That's just a tendon or a ligament there. Not tasty. And then, is there silver under this part? There's a little bit of silver under that part. I'm gonna turn it back this way. And honestly, just start up here. So slide your knife under, and then keeping it taut and tight as you run your knife through. Keep going right along. That little chunk should be able to save that meaty morsel. Okay, the rest of that is just good fat. So leave that on that side. A little bit more connective tissue here. So yeah, you'll save money if you want to do kebabs by buying a cheaper cut of beef. But then also, if you buy a primal cut of meat, like in its whole form, and butcher it yourself, you'll even save more money, right? Anytime you pay the butcher to touch your piece of meat or butcher it up for you, they gotta make their money too, right? No potatoes because I want beer. Exactly. The flies are already started. Too many beers yesterday, Eric? Did you have any like fancy beers? this little bit of stringy fat. Just gonna trim that off because usually it doesn't really brown up that nice. It kind of wants to burn more than brown up nicely. And then I did see like a kind of a vein here. I trimmed out that one piece. We might have to go dig in a touch. Yeah, there it is. Okay. How far does this go in? Okay, we got it. Whew, that was so stringy. Okay, just a little bit more here, it looks like. And then we finally can dice. Wherever it looks shiny, we don't want that. Not gonna be that delicious. All right, that looks good to me. Way better than when we started. We clean a little bit of this part off, or maybe we'll deal with that when the time comes. I'm just gonna put that to the side for now. We got dog jam and cat jam. Yes. Oh, right. It was Brew Fest. Okay. Do you have a favorite beer, though, that you had yesterday? Excuse me. And Lukey Bears, this is Beef Chuck. Beef Chuck. Yeah, 3-inch piece. Just casual, delicious chuck roast. You like the new BT TV? There's new ones? I don't know. Maybe I didn't have access to them. Okay, so I'm going to start cutting this. I'm going to turn it this way, and then we're just going to do lengths this way first. And we'll come back across and do the cubes. So you can even start your cut or your slice, open it up, and then go back through. And look at that marbling in there. This is gonna be so good. Holy. And it is Alberta AAA beef, so a pretty high designation. Second highest in Canada. The only higher designation is Prime. That looks insane, though. Marvelous. I love it. That was so perfect. Now you can also see why this cut is often used to grind up for making burgers, right? Because it's got like the perfect marbling in it. Okay, so some of the ends we can just slice right off the bat because it's a bit thinner, right? I think I want to keep it like that. And then just squinch it onto the skewer. Maybe a little bit more again, because then if I hold this up, you could also see how crazy the meat grain is. It gets really large. Really, really large. There was a hazy IPA from a really small brewery. Can't remember the name of it. Yum. That does sound good. Like very unique, I'm sure. Oh, this piece with the fatty chunk in it. Yes, please. Okay, now I think I'm going to cut it in half. To keep things really consistent, and then we can just do this. So easy. Almost looks like short rib, the cut of this. Insane. Yeah, that's what I'm excited for later, Vune, is just being lazy later. Make some lunch, and then I'm relaxing. Yeah, kebab can mean also meat on a spit, right? There's just different ways to, or different names to call things. That's about it. Okay, I guess I'll just cut that in half and carry on. Keep it going. You guys by chance hear that moo from the dog in the background? She's really protesting over here. She may or may not love beef. She wants a chunk. She does. Totally eye shot. Okay, this fatty chunk. This is the one I'm talking about. Let's just get rid of that. And same with this side. There we go. Now we're ready. Chubby unicorn. Is that a beer, Tippy? Also, hello. Good to see you. I also love making like extra beef skewers or beef kebabs because they're so good. Like if you cook them all and just stick them in the fridge, munching on it like cold leftover is so nom. Or you could reheat it up too and then it'd still be yummy. And yeah, these sizes of meat that we're cutting today, I would say 15 minutes or so over the direct charcoal to get it cooked through. I think I've heard of it. It's an IPA there in California. Yeah, I feel like I've heard of it. Chubby unicorn. I love all the different names that they make up too. Okay, this one, because of how it is, I think I'll cut it like that, and then we can still commingle it that way onto the skewer. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna cover up this pan. Get my dirty knife away. The flies are coming. And I'll go grab the marinade ingredients real quick. And welcome in, Bolvio. Thank you for that follow. The perfect chunk size. We can discard this if you want. You can use the scraps to make stock or broth. Totally up to you. All right, I'm just gonna take this actually to the house, so BRB. Okay, I'm back. All washed up, ready to go. Oh, it's a milkshake IPA. Those are so good. And hi, Cookie. Happy Sunday to you too. Hope you're doing all right. We just finished dicing up the beef chuck. Nice chunk of roast. Looks so good. I think it looks better in that camera. So I'm just going to grab all of the marinade ingredients for it. Super, super simple. I already got one of them, which is garlic. I think it was just soy sauce, balsamic, garlic, oil, Salt and pepper. Really simple. I loved it. Like, I can get behind this. And then, like, the flavor of the beef really comes out that way. Okay, minced garlic, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, balsamic vinegar, oil, pepper. Because the soy sauce is already salty, right? So we don't need extra salt and pepper for it. Okay, hang tight. I'll be right back. You can also add herbs in if you wanted. Yeah, Worcestershire sauce. Speaking of, I still have to go find that. That's a really good one with beef. Adds that little extra something something. Found it. Top shelf. Okay, so I think we'll just mix all this up in a bowl, pour it over the meats together, and away we go. Put it into the fridge. Minimum 1 hour. We use the garlic press on the garlic. So why don't we start there? Anyone doing any cooking today? Like, is Sunday a day to cook, or is usually Sunday a day to take off? Big jug stream. Yeah, totally, hey. What should we do? 6 cloves of garlic in there? I think that'll be nummy. Or you can put some garlic into the salad dressing later, too. Nice cookie. Yeah, it was someone new. I think it was Poritz. Said that they were doing steak with béarnaise yesterday. Yum. That's so good. Like, what a combo. Oh, thank you, iShot. It's honestly one of my favorite chicken recipes. If you've never tried it before, seriously have to make it. It's so easy, too. You're trying to think about what you're gonna make today, Tippy? Well, let us know if you need any help with that. Chad always has amazing ideas. Hello, Cami. How are you doing? Are you serious, Tippy? Family doesn't even like butter chicken? It's so mild and it's delicious. You're stumped? Are you trying to make something chicken though? Do they like garlic? Do the garlic chicken. That recipe is money. I mean, it is from Alton Brown, so there's that. Black garlic burgers. Did you just buy black garlic and like grind it into the burger meat, or just mix it into the grind? Nom. That sounds so good. And me too, Thrash. Butter chicken, samosas, I'll take it all. Okay, let's get into it. Grab my paring knife so that we can cut the garlic off at the end. Oh, Oh, okay, that's deadly. That's so easy then, hey, Kame? Just made a sauce from the black garlic, like a black garlic mayo. Delish. Chicken needs a spicy sauce. Chicken really is tasty with spicy sauces, I will say that. And like it is known that spicy things, the capsicum, the oil, does help to open up your palate, so you end up almost tasting more. Turn this light, maybe that'll be better. It is. Perfect. Okay, get this juicy garlic. I think it would be the last press. Clean out all the goodness. I think I'm just gonna put that to the side in a clean spot because we might need to use it for the dressing later. I guess we'll see. I'm gonna wash this stuff up. My sticky garlic hands. Also give the board a wipe. Doesn't soak in all of the garlicky juices. You get a runny nose when eating spicy? Yeah, that's like a kind of an automatic reaction that happens. Body's trying to cool itself down. Okay, let's see the rough estimates of what she uses for the marinade for this. Teaspoon of minced garlic, not nearly enough. 2.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Okay, I'll grab a tablespoon and then we'll measure everything out and then determine if we feel like it's enough to cover everything. I also have to quickly go grab the red pepper. Cut that up and put it into the beef so it can marinate. Oh, we got a wasp. Did I buzz it? I hate wasps. Going after my camera right now. Why is this a thing? Anyone ever had chicken with Mexican mole sauce? Yep, I've made a mole before. It was really nummy. Took forever, but it was worth it. Okay, so 1. I'm just gonna do 3. 2. 3 spoonfuls of soy sauce. I feel like that's gonna be enough. No. We need 1 more. Just for the amount of beef. 4 spoonfuls or tablespoons of the soy sauce. And I am using, not sure if I showed, but it is a light soy sauce. So it's not going to be nearly as salty as just the regular one. Wasps are frightening, right? I've gotten a lot better in my later years, not freaking out about them. I used to just hate them. But I did have bad experience when I was young, so probably doesn't help. 2, 3, and 4 of those. 4 spoonfuls of balsamic vinegar. The vinegar will help a little bit to tenderize the meat. The acidity can break down the tissue a bit. Also makes it nice and juicy too. Why is there a command for Annie? Because of the puns. Annie's the pun master, so when he's not here and Annie or someone makes a pun, it's like, thank you for your Annie service. 59 bad jokes already. Kiwi's already complaining about feta. Okay, so don't put as much of the Worcestershire in. I'm gonna do only 2 spoonfuls. And then as far as the oil goes, it's really just to help the marinade stick. You don't want to over oil because then it will drip onto the coals and make it flare up and then your stuff will taste weird. I'll probably just do 2 spoonfuls of the oil. I'll go grab the pepper so you can quickly cut it up and then everything will get marinated together. Actually, we need 2 types of pepper still. We need ground black pepper as well as the red pepper. Yeah, Worcestershire sauce. So funny that you're like, okay, that jug is Worcestershire sauce. Right before we left, I don't know where one of our friends, like our friend's friend, ended up with 3 or 4 of these big jugs for whatever reason. It could have been extra from the food bank or something like that. They just couldn't use it. So our friend brought us 3 more of those before we moved. And we're like, yeah, we'll use it up. I mean, it doesn't really go bad. We'll use it for jerky, stuff like that. Okay, so I'm doing like a teaspoon or just a good pinch of the black pepper. Maybe a touch more. You would have went too much oil, I shot. Oh, perfect. I'm glad I could teach you something already. I know, yeah, I've barely even made a dent in it, hey? Okay, BRB, going to grab that red pep. Do you still have a pepper you want me to put on the skewer? Or did they die? Good thing I'm cutting this one up. Seen better days. Getting all wrinkly, but it's gonna be perfect for the grill. Can the pepper, yeah, or did it die? I don't know why we say that as chefs. Stuff just like dies in the fridge. I think because it's like such a tragedy, right? We hate wasting food. I think they're good. Okay, I'll cut. That's kind of how mine is too. You want me to use it?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
I'll just use one. Okay, thank you. It's actually better than the one that I brought out, so there's that. Okay, so to get into these first, see what I mean is the bottom of mine is like cracked open and it's a bit soggy in there. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cut right through there. Already opened up anyway, so it's gonna get messy regardless. It was just starting to go juicy. And that's what happens when like veggies start to age, and then as soon as it's exposed to the air, that's when the mold starts to grow. But like in their proper form, not damaged. The veggies should last like a good couple weeks in the fridge. Okay, so now I'm just gonna clean the core out this way with my paring knife. Pick out this spongy part, the vein. Can't even offer any to Doggo because she thinks most veggies are trash. I guess I can taste this piece. See if we're happy with it still. This one, I think we just got from the store. Probably why it went bad quicker. But this, my brother got from the local farmer's market here. Isn't it just perfect looking? Picky pupper. She likes meats. Hey, you can go sit. It's good. Yeah, this one is so firm still. Nice. So I'm just cutting around the inside core. Hoping that we don't pick up too many seeds along the way. Usually a pretty simple way to cut up your pepper. Pick out the spongy bits again. Tap out the seeds. Good morning, Bonk. How are you doing? Happy Sunday to you, friend. Bun Buns love bell peppers. I could see that. just trimming the top. Probably won't put that on the skewer. I'll just munch on those pieces, and that way we don't waste anything. That's like pretty nicely and cleaned. Nicely taken care of. Okay, now we'll clear this off first, and then we'll dice it up. And just going by what the recipe said when we read through it earlier, is you cut up your veggies on the skewers to go and match the same size as the meats, if that's what you're doing together. The wasp is bugging my compost bucket. Can we not? Okay, I'm gonna go grab the zapper. This could get fun. You made me do it. You're fucking lucky. I mean, you're effing lucky. Does that say how much I love wasps? Oh. As long as he doesn't sting me. You. I'm tilted. Seriously. Get out of my food. Yeah, veggie candy. Good one, Bonk. Okay, so some of you are just popping in. This is what we started with today. We took a nice chunk of our beef chuck roast, cleaned all the silver skin off of it, and then diced it up like 1.5-inch cubes. So let's try and match our peppers to that size. And then we can finally pour our marinade over. I'll probably just slice that in half. And then in half. That makes sense. Lovely chunks. Yeah, it looks so good. Beef chuck is like, I think, one of my new favorite beef cuts. Just trim a bit more of that spongy stuff out. And I will say, skewers are fun to make, but they are quite a long process to prepare. Remember, they were always the bane of everyone's existence when we had some on the menu at one of the restaurants I worked at. No one wanted to be the person to prep the skewers. So it was so time consuming, right? It's like, okay, put your mushroom, put your pepper, put your onion, put your meat, and then you start that over. Like, you have to have them all perfect. Yeah, a lot of prep. Oh, straight veggies. Pineapple would be delish. I don't have any pineapple though, Bonk. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. And that too, yeah, when you go to skewer a veggie, especially I find mushrooms, right? Go to skewer them and they just like split and crack in half. Like, no. Oh, that would be nummy Torino. I mean, we're saving the rest of the veg, I guess, for today for the salad. Yeah, especially for a restaurant, right? Can't even imagine. Let's just mix up our marinade. It is soy sauce, balsamic vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, a touch of grapeseed oil, about a tablespoon of minced garlic, and a teaspoon of cracked pepper. Because of the soy sauce in the marinade, we're not going to add any extra salt to this yet. You can always add more salt later after everything's been grilled. So we don't want to initially over season, because then when you go to cook it as well, is the flavors reduce and get even more strong. So I think I'm just going to go grab a glove and mix this up with my hands. And Minis 48, thanks for the follow. The worst sauce. Yeah. The Bestershire sauce. The worst shoe sauce. I'm glad we made extra marinade. You can see there's a little bit residual in the bottom, but I don't want too much extra kicking around in here. I want the meat to really soak up everything that we've concocted. Same with the veggies. And I will say for grilling, this is one of my favorite marinades to make, is the soy sauce balsamic garlic. It chars up so nice, really flavors the meat well. And it also helps to tenderize it too with a little bit of vinegar. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm gonna press that all down. And then we're gonna put that into the fridge for now. And while this is marinating, we will work on our salad stuff. You need coffee, Daff? No, I chugged my coffee this morning. Okay, I'm just gonna wash up. All right, hold tight. Also, maybe before we go, let's look at our list here. So kebab, we diced the beef and we marinated it. We also added our pepper. So all we have to do after it marinates for an hour, we can put it onto the skewers and then start to light the grill because that'll take a little bit of time as well. So I'm just going to do 1 hour timer for myself just to watch. Hey Siri, 1 hour timer. And I think for the salad stuff, I think we'll start by making the dressing together in the Vitamix. It'll be a blended dressing, creamy cucumber. Oh my gosh. Creamy cucumber and herb. I got double timers going. I'm terrified now. Herbage. That. And that. A little bit of Dijon mustard. I think we'll do sour cream. I got dill, I got basil. It's gonna be so yummy. Got lemon. I got our leftover gremolata. We got options here, friends. What else should we do with the to get the creaminess? Do you think we should do a mixture of plain Greek yogurt and sour cream? That could be good, right? I think it would be weird to do a mayo or anything like that. And then whatever acid we use will really loosen it up the rest of the way. I think that will be perfect. Yeah, she follows me everywhere. It's great. And hi, Oak King from the UK. Welcome in. Hi from Canada. We have a lot of people that watch from the UK. Might find your happy home here. Oh, that sounds good. Mocha and toasted white chocolate iced coffee. Nom. Nom. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the yogurt and anything else that I think I might need, but I think I got it all. Maybe a touch of vin. Oh, I know. So sneaky. Pickle brine. The sneakiest. This might end up being the best dressing ever. Ever. Okay, come on over. Get your blender bottom set up. So here are the creamy ingredients for today. Greek yogurt and sour cream. Probably just do half and half of each of those. Just for a little extra flavor, I love to add this into dressing, some Dijon mustard. Gonna sneak in for some extra flavor, but not too much acidity. Some of this pickle brine from the dill pickles. And then in here, have some lemon and garlic again. Let's commingle that. Probably use up that lemon juice. Like I said, this is our gremolata, so it was just olive oil, garlic, parsley, and lemon zest. So that would really go good in a creamy cucumber dressing, right? I'll scoop that in. And I have some fresh basil. Thought that would be really good. Some fresh dill. And we'll even put some cucumber in and blend it up, because you can't make cucumber dressing without that. How do I feel about mustard with beef? I absolutely love it. Yeah, we often take our big cuts of meat that we barbecue for a long time, rub it fully in the Dijon mustard, and that's what helps make a really nice crust and rub on the outside. And you don't taste the mustard afterwards. I wouldn't recommend like the yellow style mustard to do that with the meat though. Always Dijon. It's just a bit more mild and creamy. Yeah, welcome to the wonderful world of cooking streams on Twitch. I've been streaming for just over 3.5 years now in food and drink specifically. Okay, why don't we add our flavoring ingredients first? Like, I'll scoop all of this goodness out. And then we can add the sour cream, the yogurt, and the rest of the wet ingredients. Some spoons. I think I'll get a spatula. Yeah, Oak King. In the UK, English mustard is a legal requirement with roast beef. I'm pretty sure. I love that. It smells so nummy. And I'm gonna probably blend this until it's really nice and smooth. It should be like a light green color by the time we're done here. Raw garlic, I'm only gonna add 2 cloves worth. Oh, since that one's so small, I'll do 3. Okay, twist my arm. I have had English mustard before, and yeah, it is really spicy the way they make it. So that would even be different compared to the Dijon, right? Will this be like a tzatziki-esque type sauce? Almost, hey? It's like, I'm sure people have had the creamy cucumber, like processed versions of this dressing, which I don't really like. I thought, hey, why don't I try my hand at making my own version and see how we do? Yeah, horseradish with beef, also acceptable. There's that. And thanks for that follow as well, Oak King. Welcome in. Okay, let's keep going on our herbs here. So I noticed this basil was kind of sad. And Sammy said out of all 10 packs in the store, this was the nicest. It's like, okay then. Sometimes you get what you get. Basil is pretty strong too, right? So a little goes a long way. I'm not making just like a basil dressing. I'm gonna pick off the bruised pieces here so they don't keep making the rest of the basil go bad. I get sad when this happens. The hit chemical in mustard is tempered by acid, so Dijon made with vinegar is less hot. Hey, English mustard has no acidic ingredients, so you get all the heat. Mustard seed is so spicy by itself. When I still worked at a brewery, is we used to make our own beer mustard, and yeah, like the beginning stage of it, it's very spicy. I'm gonna try and save some of these dill pieces. I think we'll get a pretty good amount still. That, because cucumber and dill is so good together, right? Perfect combo. Okay. Mustard fields stink. I think I know what you're talking about, Torino. Wonder what meat marinated in the hot mustard would taste like. I wonder if it would like really make the meat flavor more distinct or take away from it. I guess we don't know unless we try, right? Okay, those are those two ingredients. I guess we should sneak some cucumber in now. Something like that. Nice little chunk. This cucumber is quite watery, right? So that will probably give us the perfect amount of juice to thin out the thick yogurt and sour cream. And then we can just chunk this up. Blender will do the rest of the work for us, which is why I love making dressings in here. Let's juice this lemon and get that gone. I love eliminating ingredients off of the counter like this. You can coat a joint of beef in hot mustard before roasting. Get an amazing bark on the outside. Heat from the oven calms down the mustard heat. Okay, cool. Thanks for the tips today. Almost like a tzatziki, kind of. More blended, I guess? Creamy cucumber dressing. Yeah, that is true. Buffalo is you do drain the cucumbers or strain them when making tzatziki. So it is a bit different. Same, but different. Okay, next up, gonna add a spoonful of our mustard. I noticed that this one is quite thick. Oh gosh. Who puts mayo on gyros or gyros? Yeah, that's so terrible. Who's running that place, I shot? Should we make a formal complaint? Yeah, I'm working outside right now, Oak King. Okay, next up, adding some pickle brine in here. Let's go something like that. About a quarter cup. And now we'll open up our dairies. Yeah, we actually just built this. Is currently my husband and I, we are staying with my brother and his partner. And the four of us just finished building this outdoor shelter. You can call it a barbecue hut, smoke shack, gazebo, whatever you want, really. Absolutely amazing. Considering it's like 25 degrees outside today and I'm not hot at all being under here working. Quite lovely. compared to being inside, right? Yeah, that is the next thing that we're going to work on, I think, Torino. Maybe a little buggy screen or something like that. Yeah, it's so worth it. Like, I love being outside. So to be able to cook outside is just even better. I find it's not that dirty either. You almost work more clean than you would inside of your kitchen. Okay, let's stir this up until it's smooth. Yeah, he is loving it, iShot. Because he feels very spoiled. Oh, hi, Pa. Hi. How are you? Are you liking the smells? You like sour cream? I don't know. Do one more spoonful. Oh, we'll do one more still. We'll make up a nice bottle of this to have in the fridge. That way, you gotta eat salads. Hey, go sit on your chair. Really too far away. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Torino, are you sure about that? You're judging me? Perfect. I mean, that is your job. This is some thick yogurt. It's more thick than the sour cream. Holy smokes. Okay. I'm gonna call it quits there. Let's see how this blends up. Well, maybe I should do a couple cracks of pepper, hey? I want to put the cracked pepper in because it's too coarse for my liking. So grab the pepper mill. And then at the same time, I'm going to bring back some of these fridge ingredients, I think. Well, actually, that's not a good idea because we haven't even blended it yet. So, yeah. Put some cream on the doggo's nose. I don't know if she can have dairy, so I'm not going to. Girl. Yeah, she loves meat, exactly. Oh yeah, she even... So my brother and Sam, they got up pretty early this morning and I was still sleeping. And she doesn't like her morning routine is just to kind of relax on the bed. But since we got here, right, it's not as much relaxing anymore. So she was like, guys, I don't know what to do with myself. So then Sam just brought her in and she slept on the bed with me for like another hour. It was awesome. Just woke up. I was like, that's not my husband, but I'm okay with this. Okay, putting the lid on that and then I'll bring up the blender base so that we can blend this together. Got a little plug here for myself. She thinks I'm weird talking to a screen. Well, my brother also streams. I think she's actually quite used to it. Albert sleeps until noon at least. Yeah, they just look at you like, what are you doing, human? Okay, let's blend this up, friendo. So start on low speed, right? And then we can turn it up as it gets more broken down. Maybe this view is better, actually, hey? You can actually see the blender. Sweet. Okay, that looks like a pretty good consistency already. Let those cucumber pieces get blitzed up a bit more. It's funny, right? The sound of it. So like I said, I'm gonna blend it till it's smooth. So it'll be a nice light green color. Hello, hello, Time Okay. How are you? Is it pretty loud? Usually my mic does a good job of cutting it out. Okay, I'm at 5 out of 10. Hello back there. Hello, friend. Okay, let's see. How did we do? I'm loving the color. It's like almost ranch-esque. But I mean, we added some cucumber in there, so it's totally not a ranch. I love the color. Time Okay, what was the brand of your Dutch oven cast iron? Which one? If you tell me the color of the one you're thinking of, I can tell you the brand, because I have a couple different brands of cast irons. Let's taste this. The red one, that is a Staub frying pan. It's just right in front of me, too. And I think this one, well, most of our cast irons we actually picked up not full price. And it's amazing. Like, look at it. Comes pretty much pre-seasoned like this, but I mean, we've used it for probably almost 6 years now. We had this in Vancouver. Like, you can tell that it's good quality. Even using it on like an electric stovetop, stuff like that, it doesn't get too dirty, but you do have to take care of them. I will say that. Looks like green goddess dressing. Almost, hey? Funny you say that, Lasker, because last time I made green goddess, everyone's like, what are you making, Kate? I've never heard of this. Yo, that's actually so good. Okay, we need some more seasoning though. Tastes a little bit bland. I think I might add like one more small splash. I'm gonna use white vinegar to give it the acidic kick that I think it needs. And then we'll add some more salt. I've not done that yet. And that should be perfect. Really get the cucumber flavor right off the bat, and then the herbs and lemon combine with the garlic. Should just make a tasty dressing. So 2 pinches of salt. And Dutch oven's supposed to be more pot-like. Yeah, that's just a frying pan. The Dutch oven is a covered cooking pot, I would say. Buffalo. Same, but different, right? It's such a funny word. Like, the Dutch don't even know what a Dutch oven is. They're like, there's no such thing as this where we're from. Yeah, you got it, Time Okay. And I also have, so my other Staub piece is the big blue. I call it a brazier pan. That's what it is. The big blue brazier I have from Staub too, and both of them are awesome. Okay, so do like a tablespoon of Vin. We'll mix this back up and we should be happy. I really like the flavor. Totally creamy cucumber. Nice caravan. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Why you do this, Wasp? What can I do for you today? Are you thinking that this is the truck right now, Time Okay? Or did you see a photo of it on the Discord? Yeah, that's like Danishes. There's no such thing there in Denmark. So weird. Okay, so we added vinegar and salt. I like that. Do I think it's a bit too watery though? Maybe. I'm gonna do one more taste and see how it coats the spoon. And then go from there. If we dip it, actually coats pretty nicely. You have to kind of think of the spoon being a leaf of lettuce, right? It doesn't just slide right off. It's pretty perfect. And it might even thicken up when we put it back into the fridge, right? This stuff got a bit warm. Okay, that's money, yep. Oh, I'm the joke destroyer. I'm sorry. Sometimes that stuff just flies over my head. Money. Yeah, we didn't go nuts on the dill, right? It's a creamy cucumber dressing, not a dill cucumber dressing. I even brought out, are you ready for this, chat? A proper little bottle to put it into. Let's pour that in and then everything can go back in the fridge. Usually I try and make the perfect amount. Oh my gosh, there's a bit extra. Just. Okay, that's craziness. I'm gonna use this container. I was really close. Should have got the taller bottle. Save the sauce recipe. I know I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD from today so that I can type it out for you guys on PDF because this is seriously so good. Doesn't feel too heavy even with the thick yogurt and sour cream. And I love the color of it. Like, that's just awesome. Much better in my mind than the store-bought version that they make these days. We got 34 minutes on the timer for our beef marinating, so we'll keep carrying on here. And then probably by that time, we'll be ready to start the egg. We'll skewer the meat while the egg is heating up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, not the baby poop green. Good one. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't do mayo, right? It stayed more light that way. Okay, I'm gonna be shuffling a few things in and out right now. Minty fresh green, yep. But there's no mint. Yeah, it's gotta be healthier for sure, right? Than the heavy mayo too. Good point. I like how you're thinking of those things. Because I didn't. I like the sneaky pickle juice too. Don't tell anyone. One more shuffle? one more? Yeah, I'll bring the basil and the cucumber, garlic and the ginger back, and then I'll come out with, so since we did cucumber dressing, I'm not gonna put any cucumber in the salad today. We're gonna go avocado, tomato. We're gonna slice up some really nice baby carrots from the farmer's market. I think that'll be it, and then we'll take care of our lettuce, put it in a big bowl, and it'll probably be time to start the egg. I'm loving it. Oh yeah, I can't imagine that, I shot pouring heavy mayo on the greasy lamb gyros. Just tell them no sauce, and if they're like, why? Well, it sucks. Sometimes you gotta hit them with the truth bombs, and then maybe will make them rethink what they're doing, right? Yes, thank you, Bonk. A nice shade of light basil green. Thank you. Such nice tomatoes. And our spinach I brought out. Yeah, exactly. Take no sauce because I don't want a heart attack. Yeah, that's just grease overload because it's going to take away from the other flavors. Carrots. So numb. And these avos, holy smoky, they are ripe. Hopefully not over. They all feel really perfect, actually. Check out these. The baby carrots, my favorite. So, so good. Wasn't joking when I said they're like the size of my pinky. Except I hate trying to get into these bags when they put those plastic things on them. Or if we just pull it. No, we're just being savage. Savage today. Okay, let's move this over. These are perfectly washed. Definitely don't have to peel them. I'll take some of the bigger ones out. And then I think I need a munch on one as well, just to try it. Mmm. It's so good. Holy. Okay, that's one of the best carrots I've ever had. So juicy. It's not hard to chew. We'll do that. Mmm. And they're good for your eyes, too. And hi, Suki. How are you doing today? As well as Greek. Welcome in. Deadly. Yeah, beta carotene. You need some of this in your life? You like munching? It's so good. So sweet. Mm-hmm. Like, so good it's almost fake. Yeah. Years. Okay, there's that. So all we're gonna do with these is we're just gonna slice really thin rounds of it to go in the salad. We'll just commingle those with the tomatoes, I think just in a bowl. The avocados will be diced up near the end, right before we serve, to keep them as green and fresh as possible. Yeah, one step away from baby carrots. I think those are the best form of baby carrots, not the ones that are like shaved into baby carrots that come from large carrots. That's silly. This is the true form of the baby carrots. I think I should be able to cut them or slice them together 2 by 2. Titan, too good. So just use your index finger to guide your knife blade. Basically the same way that you slice up green onions, nice and thin. Doing that with these baby carrots. I like when they're nice and small and delicate like this. Yeah, you having a good day, Greek? How's the weather out there? And then I also chose veggies for the salad that would combine well together, right? One other veg that I thought would add really nice crunch. Oh, careful, cut in the last bits. Would be radish, but I think I'm okay without it. Nice, 24C. Kind of similar to what we have then. It's like our temperature today here. Same Z's. It feels hotter though, yeah, because of the humidity, I'm sure. Oh no, don't run away. Don't do it. Yeah, Edmonton is for sure a more dry heat. I haven't really noticed it though, being like too dry. Like my skin's good, everything like that. I haven't really noticed the adjustment from West Coast to here. Yeah, we got nothing to complain about. A-okay. I think I'm gonna go attempt to switch my driver's license again today, just like last Sunday. Last Sunday was unsuccessful. Worst DMV experience in my life. So hopefully today it'll be better. Welcome in, Frank. How are you doing today? Okay, 2 left. Then we'll switch to the tomatoes. Yeah, what is outside? Torino says. So scary. I mean, I was expecting a bad experience, Bonk, but we really got it. Chipana, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Boom, we did it. Yeah, I think that's what happened, Greek. I mean, we don't have to get into it, but I think that the person was just not feeling very helpful that day. Not anymore. Buffalo, where we just came from on Vancouver Island, is one of the highest bear populations on the island in Souk. But yeah, here we are very safe. Like even having the river valley stuff like that, kind of the only predator you'll see, coyotes. My brother was saying there was a moose that came into the downtown. They swim through the river, right? So that was a funny experience, he said. But yeah, nowhere near as many predators here as the island. So like I can bike by myself and not get scared. Woohoo! Yeah, much more bears in Calgary. Our nice vine tomatoes. Chunk those up. Maybe I'll do... I want a nice big salad today. I got a craving for veggies. Let's do 6 of those. Stick the carrots in that package now. Winning. Yep, exactly, Greek. Closer you get to the mountains, the more predatory animals you will have. Those are clean, so I feel good about it. All I'm gonna do, take my paring knife and just cut the top core out first, and then we can dice it up. There's less waste that way, rather than trying to slice this off. Okay, this paring knife needs help. I was also just debating on saying good day to it, and I do have a new one for backup. Probably gonna be the case after today. I have used this for many, many years, and there is a point where I can't really put the edge back on it. It's not that expensive of a knife either. Okay, let's try that. Oh, that's way better. Still not the best, but it's better. It's the brand, if you can see it now, is Kuhn Rikon. It's not expensive at all. I think this paring knife is like maybe $20. Sounds good, Torino. See you soon. I like the juices coming out of these tomatoes too. Gonna be so yummy. Oh, that's a hornet. Not even a wasp, even worse. Okay, now I think I'll just slice it in half. Open it up. Slice it in half kind of the long way again. And then keeping it together, do like probably two slices through, so we got nice tomato chunks like that. Still bite size, but it's not gonna just disintegrate into the salad. No, there is no need to the coloring. Bonk. Like, I've never noticed the color come off while I'm using the knife preparing food. It's only come off because of the steel and also me just scrubbing it, that's all. So good, hey Nike. I've not eaten enough veggies this week, I don't think. I have a really big craving today. Although I did have a lot of the sesame slaw yesterday at night. The leftovers was so good. All of the veggies. Sounded like something was rolling down the roof. Maybe a birdly dropped something. A proper grinding? I don't even think it's worth it though to do that. Since these ones are smaller, do them in half. Yum. Nike, my dude, are you having a good day today? You chilling out? You have a day off? Check that happiness out. Nom. Hey, tomatoes are juicing everywhere. Let's get a cloth. Next up, we'll get our lettuce set up. And then it's time to light the egg together. I'll set up the other camera. Yeah, we said joint. Nike is here. I would say, yeah, at this point in time, this paring knife, it doesn't owe me anything. Gotten great use out of it. Probably cost me at this point literal pennies to use. I'm okay with that. So far, I've barely made any dishes for this meal too. Gotta love that. Hardest part of cooking is the cleaning up afterwards. Okay, spinachy. So we'll do some spinach mixed with some of the farmer's market greens. We'll take the tomatoes back and the carrots. Grab this blue bowl for us to commingle our greens into. Be right back. These are the other greens. They're really like a fluffy lettuce, but we'll have to pick through it just a touch. I noticed that some of the leaves were getting rusty. Just the ones that are really starting to disintegrate. Otherwise, I'm really not too picky with the lettuce. The little baby pieces. And then if we have pieces that are really big like this, like way too hard to put in your mouth, right? We just tear that up into smaller pieces. The devil's spinach. It's hard to avoid organic things nowadays. What do you mean? Like personally, I try to buy as much organic as possible when I can afford it, right? Because usually the organic stuff is quite expensive. Yeah, me too. And they say like any fruits and vegetables that you eat in its whole form, like you don't peel, those should all be eaten organic now because they're all sprayed. Whereas the fruits and veggies that you peel, at least you're able to get rid of that pesticide layer-ish. You think they use it to make more money? I don't know if I can agree with that, but that's a-okay. Everyone is welcome to share their opinion. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Yeah, the dirty 10, that's what it is. Sounds so funny too. These are the dirty 10. It's like, oh my gosh. Actually, that leaf is fine. It's really hard to convince your parents to buy organic cookie. Okay, that one's definitely not that good. Berries are one of them. Yep. Berries, I think apples, cucumber, tomato. All the really popular stuff. Strawberries are one of the dirty dozen. Yep. And plus, the organic strawberries taste a billion times better than the non-organic ones. I will say that. Yeah, I've volunteered at an organic farm to see their processes, and I have to say they really don't use anything bad at all. Like, yes, they are allowed to use natural insect repellents, but it's not a pesticide that is going to hurt us, right? Yeah, exactly. You got it, Greek. And yeah, this conversation right now, it's not an argument. Like I said, we're all welcome to share our opinions. I think that's how we can educate each other. And also share the differences of stuff from around the world. Nike's gonna have a boli. Like, for example, so at the organic farm, one of the things that we used for like a fertilizer to feed the vegetables and fruits and make them grow better is we called it apple juice because that's what it looked and smelled like, but it was actually like old seeds that are blended up and it like makes this sludge, and then you mix it with water and then it goes through the watering system onto the field. So super natural process. It was really interesting to see that. This amount of lettuce in this bag was really deceiving. Like, we almost have a full salad bowl already. Totally Greek, yeah. No arguments, just spreading the knowledge, which is good. What we do here. Yep, that's the other thing, Cookie. And then funny that this came up because my brother Sam and I had this conversation this morning over coffee. Like, some farms that want to be organic, it also depends on the other farms surrounding them. So if the farms surrounding are using pesticides in like a close proximity, they can't be certified organic because those pesticides might make their way over, right? Unreal, Mish. I would have thought that there was even higher percentages of organic stuff being bought. Denmark's a country where there's most sold organic produce. 13% of all sales are organic. It's not a lot, yeah. Would have expected way higher. Weird. I know I called this salad a chopped salad, but I think at this point it's more of a torn salad. I mean, you could totally chop the leaves. I think it's easier to just use your hands to tear it up. And we did have this debate in culinary school, whether it was better to cut or tear your lettuce. It doesn't matter either way. both ways you are breaking the cell structure of the plant, and it's going to start to degrade pretty quickly. So yeah, it doesn't matter whether you cut it or tear it. Same. I think so too, Eric, especially with small pieces like this, right? So easy to tear it up, and then I feel like you kind of are more, what? More with your ingredients? More respect this way, rather than just chopping it like a mad person? Yeah, especially kale, good one. Actually, not a lot of waste so far, considering how much stuff we already have in the bowl. Yeah. I will say, like, Europe, not that I really noticed whether there was designation at the farmers markets for organic and non-organic. I just kind of assumed that it was all organic, right? But yeah, the markets in Europe are just amazing for produce. Produce, meats, seafood. That was my go-to spot as much as possible to buy stuff because it's so inexpensive and so fresh. Okay, finally get into the bottom of the bag. Some feta would be good today. Yeah, actually. It would be really good. With the creamy cucumber dressing and all the other veggies that we put in, for sure. A little bit of salty, briny cheese for your life. I think I might put a complaint as well, Mish. I'm complaining to myself about the lack of feta in this dish. Yeah, out of any cheese that we could choose for this today, I think feta is probably the best. Like, not even goat cheese would be as good as that in this. Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, I better put feta on the list. Now I got a hankering for it big time. All right, well, I was gonna bulk this out with spinach, but I don't think it's necessary. There's quite a bit of greens here. You've only ever used feta for salads? Yeah, I never hopped on that TikTok trend of the baked feta with pasta. I really wanted to try it. But for some reason, Sammy was not into it. He doesn't really like warm cheeses. I think that's the ish, chat. Yeah, he needs his brie cold. But I mean, he will eat cheese on a burger warmed. So there's that. He won't touch it. No, he won't. We have to cut off some from the wheel before we bake it, or just get him his own. Bonk. This is straight up facts. Speaking of TikTok stuff, Greek, what about it? Yeah, I would like to talk to the manager, please. Oh, that is so good. Yeah, thanks for that reminder too. I might have to get some halloumi in my life. Are we cheesing it up next week? We just might. I think we just might. Cheddar cheese with yellow mustard? Oh man, The amount of ham sandwiches that I had with that as the condiment, many ham sandwiches in my early years. Ham sandwich. I don't even know where she went either, Mish. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I was gonna buff this out with some spinach, but I really don't think we need to do that. And then the nice thing about getting it from the farmer's market, it was already washed for us. Winning. Okay, spinach can go away. I think what I'll do with this stuff, and commingle our salad things just in the fridge for now. Just put a clean towel over it so it doesn't get wilted from the direct cold air. Straight up yellow mustard and cheddar? Why though? Excuse me. Almost died, it's okay. Okay, gonna bring this away. Nice, literally my timer. 36 seconds on it for the meat marinade. So look at that timing. That was way too perfect. That was the lack of feta there for sure, Mish. See what happens? Hunter's Larder, thank you so much for the lurkin' work. Much appreciated. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday even though you're working. Okay, I'll be back. Oh no. Got it. Off as I'm. Okay, so we'll leave the meat in the fridge for now while we're lighting the egg. So it stays nice and fresh. Gonna wipe this residual water off here so my board doesn't soak it up. Don't need that. Holy smokes, Speed, my dude. Hello, friends. How are you doing? And thank you so much. What? 19 months in a row already? How is this even possible? I feel like you just had your 1-year resub. How are things though? You did any cooking this weekend? Just been pretty busy at work. Okay, gonna prep up our grill cam here. And then we'll get this started. Yeah, thanks so much, Speed, for everything over the last 19 months together. I love comparing our delicious egg-related foods that we all make. Love to have another person with an egg, though. That's a viewer. Pretty cool. That. Pretty sure I gotta connect this fully. Give me a sec. I gotta ask Sam how he set this up for us. I will be right back. Been busy at work, Speed, but doing a rotisserie roast beef on the egg today. We were looking at the egg rotisseries the other day and we're like, oh, that would be fun. That'd be fun. Okay, hold tight. This just in. Sam is napping, so I will figure this out on my own. It's this one. Kate's running wires. Watch out, world. Next month is your 19-month anniversary as well, Greek. Holy smokes, guys. Oh, like someone's grilling already. It smells so good. I'm about to add to it. Yeah, right. For the rotisserie, you don't want it too direct because then the outside cooks too quick and might get too hot. And then the inside won't have enough time to break down and get super tender. That. I think I just gotta do this. Okay. We heard the sound. We heard the happy sounds. And then I'm just gonna take this cord, put it in a more safe area so that no one trips. Then we'll light this baby up. And hi, OMG Pete. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Just about to light the egg here. Okay, test scene. Test. Oh, it's perfect. It's so perfect. Oh, there's all sorts of surprises in here. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise us up a touch. We're going up, chat. We're all the way up. Just so we can see the charcoal as we light it together. I think that'll be good. Keep us there. And then bring us a bit closer. That's pretty perfect view, I would say. Yeah, Eggy plus a friend. Yeah, who's counting? Exactly, Greek. You're good? That's good to hear, Pete. Yeah, all is well here. It's my Friday. I'm feeling good about it. Okay, take the skewers out of here because we'll need those right away. We store our frying oil in the egg to keep it safe. Take that out, and then I'm also gonna take all of that out, and we're literally just grilling directly over the charcoal. Instead of making my hands dirty though, I'm gonna put on the egg mitts. It is a very good grill. Buffalo. It's a bit pricey, but honestly, it is so, so worth it. Is this style of cooker, the Kamado style is what it's called, is there are Kamado Joes, but they don't have the same like warranty and stuff like that compared to egg. So it's not really worth it to cheap out. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm also gonna open the bottom vent here, allow for some airflow. We're just gonna stir this up together. Let the loose ash fall through. So that we get good airflow for our coals to be all happy. Really slim pickings here, I have to say. And other thing is we're gonna commingle this actually in the center now. We don't need a ton of charcoal to cook today, but I'll definitely go grab a bit more. And then I'm gonna look underneath. Oh yeah, still really nice and clean for airflow. Yeah, a fire pit, smoker, grill, oven, deep fryer. All of the above. Coming over with the charcoal bin. Get some good chunks in there. I think that'll be perfect. Just grab a little handful of the small bitlies because it really helps to get it lit. Okay, taking that back and then we will light it up. I just have to locate where the lighter is, chat. Might be in the woodshed. It's in the woodshed. That was the perfect creaky door sound. So haunted, so scary. Don't worry, I'm okay, chat. I'm okay. I can even give you double view if you want. Hi, I'm still alive. Yeah, I got it. I found it. The high-powered hair dryer. The only thing is I hope I have enough cord to be able to run it over there. That's the issues here. Wasn't it so good, the sound? Oh my gosh. And then because of this view, I'm gonna switch this over a touch. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that can't go any farther. Okay, interesting. So here's the thing though, Greek, is the computer's already plugged in to that socket. I'll ask Rando what he thinks. Rando's already solving the ish. And he's on the phone at the same time. I can grab this one if you want. Oh, okay. You want to take it from under the mat or just keep pulling it? Doggo! He's like, guys, what are you doing? That should be lots. Thank you. Ha ha ha! Winning! That's what I totally did. Did you see me come out the door, Greek? Because then I can keep it safe over here. Yeah, it's good, Bran. Thank you. Safe. Away we go. Okay, this is where the fun happens. So first we do hot, and then we do fan. We literally place that right on the charcoal. Start heating it up with the high-powered blower element. And then you put the fan on to spread out the heat on the coals. It lights really quick. That's also why I put some of those nubbies in there. And obviously just watch for sparks. Okay, now I'm gonna do fan. Ah! We're adding the fuel to the fire. Also the first test of the egg in this new spot. It'll be interesting to see how the smoke flows out. Oh, baby. Okay, we'll stop there. Just gonna take a few of the bigger chunks of charcoal, place it on the top there. No lighter fluid taste, exactly. It's just air. Put that there, maybe even spread it out just a touch. And then we can add a little bit more air, is what I like to do. Kind of build it up like a campfire, right? And then we can break it back down. Love to put these big chunks on there too. Those really keep the heat even when you're grilling directly over charcoal like we are today. Okay, now we can do a bit more. Actually, maybe I'll start with the heat first. A little bit more heat. And then it will take about 15 minutes or so to get the coals properly lit, create the base we need so that we can evenly cook right over them. And now we'll blow just a touch more. Whoa. And that's exactly the little wispy flame that we want to see. And I'm just gonna leave this lid open as this heats up. Pile a little bit more on there. And like I said, we can spread it out. The art of lighting a fire. You have to take it pretty seriously. Sweet. Bonk got the quote. Phew. Yeah, I'm relieved right now. Okay, so now it's time to skewer the meats up. I got the skewers here. I'll go grab the meat and we'll switch the scene while we do that. Also just taking a peek here at our prep list. Salad, greens, avo, tomato, carrot, complete, as well as the dressing. So yeah, all we gotta do is skewer and grill. So easy. It's only been just over 2 hours as well to make all this stuff up. Also gotta pick up this paper that keeps flying away. So sneaky. Thank you for that. Holy, this looks good. I'll grab another glove. One clean hand. So now you can see that we lit the charcoal so that flame has kind of subsided. And now the coals are all just getting lit. So even though it doesn't look like much is happening, a lot is happening inside of here. Even do this a bit. And yeah, nice thing about having a lighter like that is you can always just add a little bit more fuel if it seems like your fire is not quite happy. And we also found the poker tool, which I was so excited about. Yep, that's slowly spreading out. Okay, let's come back to the cutting board. Yeah, it's lit. Look how good this is looking. The meat has totally soaked up the flavors of the marinade because it's changed in color, right? So I think to skewer these up, put this here, kind of put all my skewers in the front, and then we'll just transfer it onto a sheet pan. I think that will be the best. Yeah, the poker is no joke. I felt so silly the other day when we didn't find the poker yet, and I was like using a spoon to move the charcoal around. Like same but different, right? That's how it works. The poker is no joker. Daft, did you get your coffee yet, dude? You get some coffee in your life? You need it. So these are the skewers that we're using today. Let's start with 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We'll start with 8 out. If we need the last few, we can grab them, but it doesn't seem like we have that much meat to skewer. I'm pretty happy. I think I'm gonna close up the dome for now. Open up the vent and let that get happy. Okay, I think I'm gonna hold the skewer with this hand kind of over this and then use my left hand to put the stuff onto it. Yeah, that looked so good, Daph, your pasta that you ended up making. Okay, so first off, let's just give this a stir as well. A stir and a mix. See how happy everything is looking? Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. Okay. Whoa. That's why I went slow at first. Getting through the fat, just be careful, okay? Always keep your digits away. I usually create like a little cylinder with my hands, so even if it pokes through really quick, you'll never poke your finger. Because yeah, I could see that being really painful. These are not sharp. Like literally razor sharp end. Oh my gosh, that's so cool, Daph. Your wife is at the near end of a half Ironman today? What a legend. And hey mom, thank you so much for the 20 months. Subscribing to the channel, being part of the kitchen crew. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 meats. And remember what we learned is we said to not make it tight together. I think I'm gonna do a pepper now. Two, two, one. So juicy, those peppers. And then we'll end with the 2 pieces of meat again. That looks delish. And then notice how I kept the top open a bit because it's gonna be cooked like this, vertically in the egg. And I don't think anything is gonna slide off at all. 2-2-2-2. I'm kind of skewering jig would feel safer. True, I like to live on the edge. What can I say? But every piece of meat is a bit different too. Like the fatty bits, obviously a little bit more tough to skewer. Do it like this. The fat gets a nice char on it. Holy, your wife was training for 6 months for the Ironman and she even got a coach? That is some commitment. Yeah, kudos to your waifu. All of your tasty foods gave her the power to do that. I love it, Daph. Do the vert test. Bottom piece falls off, switch it for a different one. You would make yours 3 veg, 1 beef? Yeah, the other way around, that's a-okay. I mean, I'm doing it more beefy today, right? Because our side dish going with this is a salad with no starch. I think I gotta skewer it this way. Might be a bit floppy, but that's okay. But yeah, mushrooms are good on this. Cherry tomatoes are yummy. They kind of pop open and get juicy and sweet. Broccoli, I think, would be yummy on it too. I love grilled broccoli. Obviously, peppers. There's many options. Zucchini is always yummy on skewers grilled. Having a quick peek. Oh yeah, they're getting happy. They're starting to glow, the coals. Garage full of bikes and equipment, Daph. That's awesome. Yeah, your waifu is very active. I want to poke it through that way. Kind of falling apart. Also a little bit scary. Slide that down just a touch more from the top. Perfect. Okay, I think we'll probably need the last 2 skewers in the bag, but we'll see. She gets the exercise high, yeah. I was gonna say, you must not. Do you do meal prep for her, Daph? Yeah, grilled onions are yummy, but you know the one person that doesn't like them. But I don't like when the grilled onions are still crunchy. That's kind of where I draw the line. But if they're nicely charred up, for surezies. Whoa, what's going on here? That piece says nope. That's gonna be a nope from the beef today. Perfect eye shot. You cook our lunches on the Big Green Egg on Monday, takes them out of the fridge throughout the week. That's so awesome. That's what Sammy used to do for me too when I was training a lot. It was like my favorite part of the week, honestly. The egg actually makes delicious meal prep items. Like, best chicken breast I've ever had. Oh, you started golfing again. Awesome. You can get some good steps in that way. Bonk, have a friend that will gig if he knows onions are even in the dish. But he has no issue with onion powder, though. That's just weird, then. I don't get some people like that, but everyone's palate's different, right? These are looking so nom. Okay, this is a sneaky one again. Gotta roll it up and then skewer it. Hello, Finn. How is your day going? It's Finn's Friday today, too. Winning. I think texture is important a lot of the time. I'm really big on textural feel when I'm eating stuff. Yeah, I won't do that one directly underneath. I think that one will be good. 1 bolt, 2 bolts. I am loving this right now. And there's gonna be so much yummy leftovers too. Maybe we won't cook all the skewers today. Maybe we'll let some keep marinating overnight. All done up. Cook them up for a quick little luncharoo tomorrow. Could be all right. Gonna peek at the egg. No real temperature on the gauge yet, so I know it's still just heating up, low and slow. Remember, don't pack it too tight, otherwise it won't cook evenly. I got 2 skewers left. That's pretty much perfect. Notice that we have some extra veggies, though, kicking here. Might have to load up these last 2 with some extra stuff. Because I don't think I can just stick it on the end. It will probably fall off. I like putting the meat on the end because it shrinks as it cooks and holds everything else on the skewer when you cook vertically. Marinated overnight sounds like a good idea, Greek. Okay, I am in then. Hey, Scooter, how are you doing? Yeah, luncharoo. This is something we can get into. You're outside today? All good. Don't be sorry at all. I'm happy that you got company. Don't get too burnt out, though. Yeah, we're cooking outside. We finished the barbecue hut, the smoke shack, the gazebo, whatever you want to call it. It's been amazing. Did outside cooking yesterday as well. We reset everything up here. Just perfect. And yeah, currently just heating up the eggy so that we can cook our beef skewers that we marinated earlier today. Really loaded that one up. Okay, this one I have to bend the top open again. You want some kebabs, Green Fang? Come on over. I got lots. I got lots of kebabs. Is that gonna be a thing? Kate's kebabs? I mean, I can get into that. Oh, yum daff. Burgers and brats after the wifey gets home. Or is she staying somewhere doing the half Ironman? Kate's Kebab Shop. Yeah, I probably have to sneak some peppers onto a couple other kebabs just to even it out. They're in Salem coming home tonight, 1.5 hour drive. Oh, that's not too bad then. Just got a waft of this marinade in my face and it smells so good. I was gonna say, you're putting that new SUV to work. Okay, let's take off these two and I'll try and... Is that possible? Or should I just put it on the bottom? Maybe I'll just do this. It'll cook quickly, that's for sure. Because veggies shrink as well when you cook them. Yeah, if your car remembers your seat settings, that's always a bonus, hey? Don't always have to just switch it. And then these little pepper nubbins, those were supposed to be my snacks, but somehow they got put into the marinade bin. I don't think it's necessary. Pop them on the skewer because I feel like they'll just like burn up. So what I'm gonna do, let's take another clean cloth right now. I know that now that we're done with the meat, the flies are probably gonna want to do their thing, even though they've not been bugging nearly as much as I thought they would. Get this out of here. I'm gonna give my hands a little rinse. Clear my area just a touch. And then let's check on our grill together. Let's switch the view. Yeah, it's really fun. And actually, the person who showed us the vertical cooking is Can One Do a Thing in chat. So thanks, staff, for originally sharing that with us. Okay, she's registering now on the temperature gauge. So 350F. If you look at the coals here, gonna keep those nice big chunks right in the middle. More of the small pieces in the middle as well. That's exactly how we want this to look, is nice and glowing. Not too much of a flame, right? We kept it in the center so it would cook evenly. Sweet. Now I'm gonna start to dial in the temp. Seems a bit hot, so I'm gonna close the bottom vent. Probably about half. And then the top just a touch as well. And then I don't really need to see inside anymore, so I'm just gonna switch this. But that's a good view right there. Perfect. Sweet. Yeah, right? But first new car in 15 years. Treat yourself, Daff. Treat yourself. Okay, I'm gonna go wake Sammy up real quick so that he's ready for lunch soon here, so he can start to wake up. And then we're gonna get started. Watch the egg, chat. You got this, Daff. Okay, complete. The wake up is complete. Okay, now it seems like it's getting a nice temp control sitting around 325 F. So I'll open up the bottom just a touch more. I think I want it around 375. I don't want to go too high because then the balsamic vinegar might char up a bit too much, right? So keep the heat nice and even. I think it'll be perfect. And I'm just gonna bring in a few things while we're waiting. And maybe bring out the salad stuff since we're almost ready. Yeah, it's almost there. This is what I did all by myself. Oh, that thing. It's okay, dearie, if we can't get it off. We should be able to slide the skewers on the edge. I don't want to break it. It's okay. Sammy's using the big muscles. Trying to get that top off, right? Because it's a lot different than the original daisy wheel. It's like stuck on forever. Bring all these big jugs in. Holy, he almost got it. Yeah, even special gloves, they have a lot of accessories. They call them accessories. Got a lot of different stuff that you're able to use. Awesome. They like oxidize. Okay, so I'm leaving the dressing inside right now, chat, just so it stays nice and fresh, stays cool, just with the dairy in there. I woke Sam up. I woke him up because it was almost lunchtime. Sometimes he doesn't realize that he takes a nap. And it's okay. Yep, he's literally laying in bed. The phone was open watching the stream. What you think, Pupper? We need help. Help Sammy. He's like, instead of that, I'ma lay right here. Oh, girl. Oh, you. Okay, I'm gonna open up the avocado bag while I'm waiting. The egg daisy wheel, it might be stuck. Because you don't want to, like, chisel it. Because what if you, like, damage the ceramic paint? The enamel. What the heck happened to these avos? Just want to show you. What happened here? Like, all three of these have that mark on them. Very weird. I hope I don't cut into it and it's just rotten, right? switch the skewers closer to the grill. And then we'll also need a clean sheet pan to put the cooked skewers onto. And maybe I'll just cover them with foil. Oh, you got it. Good job, team.
Thanks.
Good job, Timo. Oh, right. Thank you. Do I have to wait for anything else then? Like, I feel like I'm good. There's no weird smoke coming out.
Oh, you're good to go.
And I got my happy charcoal then. Hey, sweet. Let's do this. And thank you, Lupa Scarelli, for the follow. Yeah, there's extra. I was thinking maybe we'd even, maybe just not cook all of them and cook a couple more tomorrow. There's a lot. Okay. That one. And that one. Okay, ready? This is how this goes. So we gently do this. And see how we bent the top of the skewer? So that just gets hooked and sits right there. The same thing, and now we want to stagger them, right? You got to think about the surface area that this is taking up. Put one on the other side. And then hook it. And then I'm going to grab a stool so I can see down in there and kind of peek at it. But you should also be able to lift this lid and check on the skewers that way. Yeah, we're just starting the kebabs. Hi, madam. How are you? That sounds cool, Green Fang. Two skewers are on. Smelling good already. Don't hear any sizzles yet though. Probably take like a good 20 minutes or so to cook those. Do you want me to put one on each for you? I can do 4. Okay. We'll make the boys a little snack skewer as well while we're at it. Might as well, eh? What you think, Astra? It is a little bit more difficult to do this with chicken or pork. I find that just the softness of the meat likes to slip off a lot easier than the firmness of the beef. We've tried it with pork souvlaki. It worked pretty good. Like I said, I think only 2 skewers we had with the one bottom piece came off. And it just went onto the coals, so I think we were also able to save it. Hi, Annie. How are you? Mish was around. Yep. Yesterday, everyone was so crazy. I think that's also why I'm kind of low energy today, because, yeah, yesterday's stream was so much fun. I did not stop talking for like 6 hours. Just a blabbermouth. It was awesome. It's also been a full moon, so Nike's rolling in with that. Good one. All of the above then, hey? I don't think I could bring this up any higher where we can like peek inside of the egg. Yeah, the coals are perfectly glowing, so that's exactly how we want them to look. It'll be a little bit before we hear some sizzle sounds. So I'm gonna go grab my plate for plating this up today. Got our avocados ready. We have our knife ready to dice that stuff up. And maybe I just need, I don't even think I need a pair of tongs for the lettuce. Yeah, Greek make the best souvlaki. That's what it is. Souvlaki is Greek. Annie, you made a trip to the school dumpster. Hope you don't get into trouble for dumping. You put all the cabinet pieces in there? That's amazing. Did you dress up? Did you go incognito? Because you might just get in trouble. I hope that you don't, though. On fly killing duty. Oh. There's one on my phone as well. Just chilling on the screen of my phone. Get out of there. That's mine. See? That's what happens. Dead. Dead and zapped. Gone. One and done. You're welcome. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, hey, as long as no one checks the cameras. Like, who was planning on, what teacher was renovating their house? No, I hope that doesn't happen, Annie. Hey, nice, madame. Finally moved all your boxes to the silo. They get stored in the summer, so now your apartment looks naked. Naked apartment. I didn't get the wasp just yet. Not yet, Bonk. It's still been randomly flying around, though. But considering, yeah, us cooking outside like this, not been too bad for flies. The plumber's coming tomorrow? Yeah, isn't that the case, right? It's probably going to be a bit expensive. Yeah, the yellow jackets, totally. I was really surprised that when we were skewering that I wasn't just like getting covered in them. They're really bad this year. Okay, I got some tasty smells happening. Should we take a peek at the meat? I can put the little egg mitt on. Let's take a gander. You bought some new plants for your fish tank. So you got some mega fishscaping to do. Gotta go. Sounds good, madame. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks for popping by while you had a bit of time. So what, this is our first one we put in? Oh, it's happening. There's some slow cooking going on. I want to just open the bottom vent a touch more. It's only at 350, so I'd like it to be about 25 degrees hotter. Yeah. Because we added a bunch of cold meat into there too, right?
It smells really, really good.
I was going to say, I've noticed it's starting to smell tasty, so there's stuff happening. Get rid of the lighter for now. Hello, Burgle Cut. Welcome back. Wonder if you could grill an egg? Like how? What do you have in mind?
What would happen? Because 212 is boiling.
You can smoke eggs.
No, but I wonder how
I think it would.
close to be hard boiled.
I think you could do it.
Yeah.
Probably be more hard. But it would definitely flavor it because the eggshell's permeable, right? Burgle Cut, I saw the grill fan you used, started trying to find one and got lost in Google. Do you need help still or are you all good? Is there a practical reason why the BGEs are dimpled like a golf ball, or is it a cosmetic reason? So it has to do with how the air moves around it. So think about a golf ball, right? Because it's made in that shape and the divots. So what? It catches air a certain way, right? So the same thing happens with the egg. And fun fact, every single one of these is done by hand. Every single dimple. And I forget Greek, but either way, you're very welcome, my dude. Yes, speed divots. Exactly. So that one that I was using was the Big Green Egg brand. I've also used the brand called Luftleiter. I'll write it in chat real quick for you. That one works great too. Yeah, you're welcome. And yeah, I was gonna say, so both Sam and myself, we still like the Luftleiter over the Big Green Egg one. And Squigs, hi, how are you? Now I can smell the cooking. Hey, we're up to 400. Also want to get some char on it, right? So every time Squigs comes on, y'all are either cooking what I'm about to cook or what I just cooked. You just made beef kebabs, ground pork rib meat kebabs yesterday. Sweet. And I love that. Great minds think alike. Yeah, why are the cars not bumpy? Oh. Nom. Oh yeah, there's drips happening. Sweet. Good one, Sammy. Okay, so those, I'm gonna say maybe 5 more minutes. We'll take them off, let them rest, and start on the next ones. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna go get my plate then. And the creamy cucumber dressing from the fridge. Are you grabbing that too? It's in a bottle. Pop. Oh yeah, so I mean, unless you are burning the egg at a really high temperature, Greek, you can easily put stuff around it. Like this is pretty hot to the touch. It's creeping up past 400 now. I'm gonna close that down a bit. And yeah, these are designed to not light on fire, right? Yeah, the only time it gets really scary is if you're doing, we call it a clean burn, where we get the egg rip into like 800, 900 degrees Fahrenheit. And yeah, you don't even want to be close to it. Like I'd be standing back here from it and still feel the heat coming off. And hi, Scat. How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Yeah, the heat dissipates from the outside. Yep. And a plate.
Yep, one.
Oh. I think just the basic round one with a bit of a rim. We're learning stuff. Yeah, when I start to hear the sizzles, that's when I know. Sounds like 425 Fahrenheit is the happy spot. Now I see some little bit of smoke coming out the top. I know, I just turned it down. I like that temp though, I think. I'm gonna do one more burp. That was Asher mooing. I was burping the egg. So I'm just gonna give this one of them. No, we still need a bit more. They're getting nice and cooked on the outside. Still need a bit more time to cook it fully through though. And yeah, the skewers are really hot. So just careful if you're readjusting them. There we go. It's really fun doing it this way, Nike. Just something different, right? Oh, that's a good plate to do as well, what Sammy brought us. We got that fancy plate. Okay, well, I'm gonna say from now, about 5 more minutes, now that they're cooking at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, nice and even. So why don't we start plating up our salad together? We still gotta cut the avocado open. Got our farmer's market greens, some tomato, some farmer's market carrots that we just sliced up. I can't stop eating them. So good. Take a good handful of this. Yeah, it's getting there.
I'm excited for this. I had the typical cook with Kate now.
Yep.
Listen to my wife. Her voice is soothing, puts me to sleep.
How do I want to plate this? Probably all gonna just fall off.
Carrots first.
Yeah. Take a handful of carrots first so we can weigh down the greens. Oh man, I wish I was better with like movie reference things. I'm so bad at movie references, Nike.
She is.
Otherwise, I would giggle along. I'll just giggle along regardless. Sounds good, Greek. Thanks for hanging out literally like all day with us. It was so nice, I have to say. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. Okay, so now we can distribute the tomatoes around, kind of nestle them in there, right? They don't just fall all over the plate. And yeah, this is one of my favorite plates for like doing for food photos, stuff like that. Like you're saying, Buffalo. I love loading my salads up with tomatoes. I wish this one didn't sploot as much of its seeds everywhere, but that'll be okay. Okay, we can put that back on and keep it covered and safe. And then I'm gonna quickly check on our meats again. I'm gonna bring a skewer up. This one's the easiest one to check. A little bit more. We'll carry on what we're doing. I'm giving it the little poke feel, the squeeze, if you will. Kind of like the same way that you test a steak, right? Still quite rare. Well done for you. I'll go like probably more medium well and then let them rest up the rest of the way. All right, back to it. Let's get into our avo. It's a safe time. We can do that. The beef sweats. It's done?
I'll try one.
Oh, okay.
Sure and see how it is.
Okay. Oh my gosh, you're crazy.
Wow.
Okay, the moment of truth, chat. Oh, thank gosh you were joking. Let me also get the ketchup for you while I'm at it. No, I'm just kidding. Holy. I was expecting worse. Oh no, scat. Mistakes were made? What happened? What happened today? Thanks, Nike. Okay, now I'm just going to, I think just do nice big chunks of the avo. rather than doing slices. Buttery avocado chunks. Half an avo per person. You skipped lunch? Scat, are you feeling okay? Yeah, you know that you made a mistake. Had to refrigerate your avo to prevent it from going bad, Annie. These we bought, I think 4 days ago it was. And I literally just left them on the counter. And they could not be more perfect. Let's scoop all this goodness out. And then I try to distribute it pretty nicely on the salad. Kind of take the chunkers apart. Place them around. How was that piece of beef that you had? Was it pretty rare still? Okay, so the rest is probably good then.
The middle one's...
Or I guess, yeah, that was the absolute bottom one, right? Holy! I was gonna say, the snacks are happening inside. That's why there's no doggo here either. I'm gonna just eat this. Okay, save the spoon for these other avos. That is looking so good. I'm just gonna bring this inside for the guys. I love me and them. I mean, it's very important to love yourself, Annie. You're not wrong. Here's your stuffs. Do you want just my paring knife? Big Frank the Tank, thank you very much for the follow. Oh no, I don't know where it went. Oh, it's over there. Or you can take this if you want. Avocados are greatly overrated? I don't know if I can get behind that, Buffalo. I mean, I do dislike how much they are overproduced. I will say that. Maybe we shouldn't always have them available all the time around the world, but they are an absolute amazing vegetarian food source of good fats, all of the above. And well, I love guacamole. I'm a provocateur. Okay, come on over here. We'll do a little chickadee check. And I think we should be good. Put your oven mitts on. Little poke. Oh yeah, that is perfect. Whoa, did you see the juices just drip off of that? No, you didn't. I'm gonna hold this here. That's what's happening right now. It's not okay. In the best of ways. Not okay in the best of ways. The peppers kept all the beef juice in. This is amazing. Because it's going on the ground, Suki. That's why. Don't want to lose it. Holy. Yeah, that feels amazing. Okay, let's drop probably another 4. Want me to do another 4? We'll drop another 4. Why is the juices dripping not okay, Kate? Because we're losing them all. But yeah, I would say that took about 20 minutes. Yeah, really good avo. Bam. Okay. Sammy's stealing the dressing for 2 seconds, and he will be back for us to dress our plate. Skewers are just resting here beside me. First ones that I took off. Look at that deliciousness. Give them a few moments. And honestly, what do we feel? Do we want to put the whole skewer on the plate, or we want to take the meats off and just place it around? So this is our creamy cucumber and herb dressing that we made in the Vitamix today. It was really, really nummy. Hey, Rusty, welcome in. How are you doing today? History behind avos is neat. I don't think I have brushed up on that yet, Scat. I will have to go check it out. How long did the skewers take to cook? Nice, Sammy. I think I would say about 20 minutes. They have been hovering on the grill between 350 and 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you, Suki. Gifting the sub to Rusty Rhymes. Welcome to the kitchen crew, Rusty. So good to have you, my dude. I hope the rest of your stream went really good yesterday. I have to say, the pizzas looked so, so good, and that was so cool what you were able to do with Chef Maurizio. Yeah, we're all good here. Okay, let's dress this up. Let's get into it. Zoom on in. I'm gonna do just a squiggle, I think, on the plate. Also gonna just drop a bit there to cover up my tomato juice. Now we covered it all up. Still looks good though. It still complements everything else on the plate. So now, man, this one looks so good. Take our skewer. Now the wasp is back for us. Place it there. Now he's coming back. I'll get the backup just in case. You swish him over here, I'll take a swing. No, he's not. Yeah, you better be scared. Okay, gonna take a quick photo and let's taste. Oh, you're even eating more pizza now? Please. I love pizza so much. Friends. He's like, I tricked you, Kate. I'm actually so upset right now. Come back, I dare ya. Okay, I'm keeping this in close proximity here. That's enough of that. Okay, quick top down. Couple photos for the gram. Ooh, I might even be able to get an awesome shot with the egg in the background. Okay, dokie. You're so lucky, dude. This is gonna be a new game. Okay, I'm just going to take one of these off. Yeah, just put a little wasp in the corner, Annie, just for you. Holy. The peppers charred up really nicely. I love how they kind of steamed with the beef juices as well. Yummies. We need 2 skewers. The next ones are going. I'll have a munchin from those. Look at the juices. Look at the juices. Mmm. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. I need to go see what they think. How is that flavor so good? Holy heck. Like the combination of the balsamic, soy, garlic, grapeseed oil, and Worcestershire sauce, that's it on the skewers for marinade. That was effortless. And the flavor is amazing. Mmm. You want to see the inside? Sure. I'll grab a little knife here. Let's do this nice thick chunk. It's perfectly tender. I wouldn't add any more salt. And this was from a beef chuck roast. We cleaned it first thing on stream today and then marinated it up with the peppers. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty perfect grill up. The fact that we're eating this medium rare and it's not chewy at all is like a steak bite. It's like a perfect little steak bite.
It's Friday for you. You finish your day. I think you deserve that.
That was so good. So yeah, the next 4 are still just cooking over here. But they take about 20 minutes, so I'm not worried. Okay, I'm just gonna see how one of these peppers is as well. Mmm. Really good too. I'm happy that I decided to put those on. Sneak a couple peps on, why not? And recipe for the dressing, I will have to type it up. I linked a pretty good recipe today. For the salad, it'll be similar, but it was like an avocado creamy dressing, where I did just the avo cubes on the salad and did a creamy cucumber dressing. Give me another PM on Discord, Yukon Bear, and I'll send it over to you in PDF. Yeah, Eric, he was here earlier. Must be busy outside, Annie. Okay, let's taste this. I mean, not everyone makes friends with salad, but in the summertime, I do eat a lot of greens. Try and eat a good amount of vegetables because it helps you digest food and keeps you healthy, right? Let's see how we did. Mmm. The dressing got good as it sat. Yum. That avocado is like pre-seasoned. Anyone ever have an avo like that? Tastes so good. Tomatoes awesome in there. Let's get a bite with some of the carrots. And now we feel like a rabbit. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy this. And nice contrasting flavors. Like I see this little puddle of dressing here. I'm gonna take a chunk of beef and dip it in there and see how that tastes together. This Sam just brought for me. So it's funny because I always drink my coffee out of this. Says it's probably beer, but today it actually is going to be. And this is one that Sam picked up. I love coconut, so hopefully it tastes good and not fake. A Hawaiian coconut porter. Nice dark ale. Better open this up. I think it would be good with this. Mm-hmm, bonk. Mm-hmm. Okay, just having a peek-see back here real quick. I hear sizzle sizzle sounds. Almost there. 2 minutes. Don't let me forget. Okay, first, my piece of beef in the sauce. Yes. Beef and dressing, also a yes. That is really good. This is seriously like a perfect summertime plate. Okay, let's pour this together. You're wrecked? Even with the salad? Okay. Wrecked the boys even with the salad. Perfect. This is what the beer says real quick. I'll just say here. It's from Brewster's. That's actually isn't Brewster's like one of the first? Oh, I was going to say in Edmonton, but it's from Calgary. So Brewster's Brewing Company. Say, grab your paddleboard and let us take you on a trip to the islands with every tropical sip of this classic British porter infused with fresh coconut. Oh, it's like a luau in a can. Aloha. Thanks, Sammy. An Animal Crossing clap for me. It is 5% alcohol. Obviously no bitterness because there shouldn't be any hops in here. It's just a dark ale with fresh coconut. And hi, White Dove. That's the wasp for our plating. Oh yeah. And then I gotta grab the next skewers. They should be good. And then that's all we're grilling today, right? Yeah. Do you want to do the last two? That's all that's left on the tray.
Oh, there's only 2 left now?
Might as well just cook them. Hey, cheers, friendos. Cheers to the awesome weekend of cooking outside in our perfect space.
We gotta cook 2 fresh off for Louise tomorrow.
That is good. Finn's in here right now. Finn, this is your decision. Would you like us to cook the 2 skewers today for you, or would you like some fresh skewers tomorrow? This is really good. I'm not really getting the coconut, but it probably has to warm up a touch. Very nice dark ale, though, I have to say. Me oh my. Okay, couple more bites just to make sure that we are real happy. I'm pretty sure I am. Like yours were medium rare inside too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
I really like the top 1 and 2 for being like a little bit more crispy, and then the middle ones were nice. What's the answer?
Oh, I don't know. Finn's gone. She says cheers. And you got a message from your PhD advisor today. We're going to chat over Zoom soon. I was going to say, he already found the cabinets in the dumpster? Oh, no. Beef chuck roast is seriously, I think, my new favorite cut. And good luck getting your hands on it.
So, off next week?
Maybe. I don't know, though. It's quite warm out for Roganoff. To use up the beef, you're thinking?
Yeah, or maybe like
I might just do more skewers.
taco? Oh, Greek salad?
Might just make more skewers. That marinade is banging, though. It tastes like I did more, but I really didn't. Okay, my peoples. We did it. Our quick, easy Sunday stream was a success, I would say. This is a really good lunch. Yeah, not too heavy. The meat is nice and simple. I love roasted peppers. Just gives it that extra something, right? That's the first thing you thought of too, White Dove. It's like, oh no. And yeah, we even got to open a beer together. Once again, one last cheers. And hey, Tiggle Biddies, welcome in. Good to see you today. You learned how to cook during the pandemic. That's amazing. Good for you. It's nice that you learned something, right? Where do you go to school to learn how to cook? A regular college? I went to a trades college, so it was called Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, short form NATE, and they had a culinary program there. I did the full-time one, which was 2 years, so 4 semesters worth. Excuse me, belch of approval for the chef, thank you. And that was full-time, so we would be in class from like 7:30 in the morning to 3:30. And it was a little more expensive to do than the apprenticeship, but the apprenticeship takes longer and you're also working at the same time. What I did, full-time program, and then after school, I just went to work at the restaurant for like 4 hours. So it was a busy time, but really, really fun to be like totally immersed all the time in it. And hey, Cheddar. Yeah, Cheddar is better. I am Canadian. Are you also Canadian? It is more involved, yeah. I mean, there are also programs that you can take at some trades colleges for like just regular people like yourself. They're one-offs, so it would be like maybe a weekend sort of little course where you would pay a couple $100 and learn a specific thing, not everything, right? Oh, you're texting? Nice. Yeah, truly devoted, for sure. I think I am gifted with the ability to make really delicious food. From what I'm told, not everyone can do that, no matter how hard they try. So I think it would almost be a shame to not cook and share the deliciousness with people. Okay, I'm gonna search on Twitch. See who we're gonna go raid today. Finish up the weekend strong. If anyone has any recommendations, feel free to share them. Those blue purple flowers, excuse me, Kanara was asking earlier today. They're called monkshood flowers. And we had the most amazing bumblebee in them all morning. The biggest bumbler. I think I know who we're gonna go raid. I think I would like to go raid Enlightened by Bravery. She's making some French onion soup today. Does that sound good, chat? I don't feel like we get to go visit Enlightened very often. Really like her energy. Yeah, it's one of my faves, right? That can't be bad. That can't be bad. Okay, I'm gonna set this up real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, it's working. You're actually not a fan, Annie? I thought you were joking. And yeah, French onion soup. It is not as difficult as you think, but it does take time. Yeah, it does take time. Thanks for the follow, Dink Dangler. Too good. Thank you for ending my stream like that. Okay, friends, so we will be back next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We will be back Thursday. This week it didn't happen because we got dose 2 and kind of died the day after. But yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we typically start at 11 a.m. Pacific, so stay tuned for that. I'll be posting our new menu for the week tomorrow, both on Twitch and our Discord. On Twitch, it's in the About section. Discord is weekly menu. And I'll also share the recipes, so if you want to cook along, you can do that. Other than that, friends, thanks for the amazing weekend. You crushed me yesterday with all of the love. It's been awesome hanging out, building up our new space together, and spreading the deliciousness. We gotta eat, might as well cook. Always fun. And hopefully we inspired you to cook something for yourself as well, right? Okay, this is ending real quick. I talk too much. I will see you next week. Love you. Bye.